You're welcome to your committee on local government accounts, Mpulungu Town Council. Before we get into business, I would like to confer you with the Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, which members of parliament enjoy when they're in the main house, that whatever you say during our interaction will not be used against you. However, if you choose to mislead your committee, mislead this honorable committee, the same Cap 12 will be used against you. I have no doubt in my mind that you wouldn't do that, and that you're going to give us factual information. The information that is going to help us generate a very good report, the report that will then submit before Honorable Madam Speaker. With that said, let me now invite you, Council Secretary, to introduce yourself and allow your colleagues to do the same. You may proceed.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Milton Sakara, Council Secretary Mpulungu. Then I invite my colleagues to introduce themselves, starting with the Treasurer.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Pasco Ngwai, Director of Finance.
Sorry, we are not getting you, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Pasco Ngwai, Director of Finance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Wilfred Mwanza, Director Planning.
Thank you. No, sorry, use the other mic, not the CSs.
Thank you, Chair.
Just put it. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. My name is Kelvin Chiala, Procurement Officer.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is Bizo Lupeo. I'm the Director Engineering.
Can you use the other one?
Thank you, Chair. My name is Paul Maseko, Internal Audit.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair. My name is Akalimbo Abram, Accountant.
Okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chair. Stambala Joseph is my name, Assistant Accountant.
Thank you very much. Permanent witnesses, Auditor General's Office.
Thank you very much, Chair. Good afternoon, honorable members of the committee. Good afternoon, Mpulungu, and welcome to the committee. My name is Sira Nyirenda, Director in the Office of the Auditor General in Kasama. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair, and good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is William Chivesa, Assistant Director, Office of the Auditor General, Kasama.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Lovinda Sinyani from the Planning and Research Department in the Office of the Auditor General. Thank you.
Yes. Next, sir. It's Minister of Finance. Eh?
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Good evening, Chair. Good evening, honorable members. Good evening, Mpulungu Council. My name is Mulenga Chama, coming from the Office of Accountant General, Ministry of Finance.
Good evening, Chair. My name is Katulwende Matthews from the Office of the Controller of Internal Audit. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, and good evening to you and the honorable members of Parliament. Welcome, Mpulungu Town Council. I'm Kazinga Kennedy, Permanent Witness from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Secretariat.
Thank you, Chair, and good evening. My name is Maxwell Chileka from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Emmanuel Walia from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you, honorable members of Parliament, Honorable Fomangango.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon to you. Afternoon, everyone else, especially our witness. I'm Luhamba Mwene, Member of Parliament for Mangango. Thank you.
Good, Chair, thank you so very much. I'm confused. I heard one witness saying Mutelo, whether it is true or what. So I was wondering, how do I become...
You are not a witness, you are a member of this committee.
But Chair, when you have Mutelo in the group, just that. But I'm also Mutelo. Mishek.
We can excuse the other Mutere, can go out. Next, Honorable Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, Mpulungu, and welcome to your committee. I'm Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency in Petauke District of the Eastern Province. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mpulungu Town Council, my name is Mulunda Darius, Member of Parliament for Siavonga constituency, and I'm sitting in for the chairperson who is not here, attending to other very important matters. A witness, you are appearing before your committee as a witness, and as a witness you are here to give us information to help us just clarify the issues that the Auditor General's office raised against your local authority, and that's why you are here, you are cited. We want to invite you now to give us your submission as a committee. You may proceed.
Thank you, Chair. I'm submitting a memoranda on the report of the committee on local government accounts, on the report of the Auditor General, on the council operations, paragraph 96 from Mpulungu Town Council for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. Paragraph 96 and the specific queries and appendices 1, 2, 22, 23, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, and 35.
Thank you.
So on the audit findings, Chair, on the budget and the income and the expenditure.
Yes.
I'll go to
management
response.
Yes.
On the revenue collection, management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the variance in the budget was due to uncollected revenue from locally generated and from the funds that were not budgeted for in the 2023 budget. So then we have tabulated the variances. Like in the local taxes, the cause of query, this was attributed to the late receipt of the conveyance of the award of valuation law from the rating tribunal in late April 2023, although it was signed on 9th March 2023. Action taken. Management had since started collecting the local taxes that were being owed by property owners, and so far 1,097,169.87 has been collected. On the fees and charges, the variance of that is this was due to depletion of fish, as the council was unable to collect the anticipated fees and charges. In addition, the budget for land development charges, which was 1.6, was not realized due to delay in obtaining quotations from Chambeshi and Zesco for servicing the area. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has since budgeted downwards for fees and charges. On licenses, 232,932 as a variance, and this was largely due to overwhelming response from the business community resulting from sensitization. Management wishes to report that it has adjusted the budget upwards. Levies, 734,037. This was as a result of failure to collect fish levy due to depletion of fish. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has adjusted its budget downwards. On the permits, that variance of 466, this was due to not receiving application for extension of business hours. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has adjusted its budget downwards. Commercial venture, there was a positive 8,702. A cause of query, this was due to the unbudgeted revenue that was received from the sale of stocks, which had remained after the closure of the venture for renovations. Action taken. Management wishes to report that the renovations are still ongoing. The guest house is scheduled to start operating in the course of the year 2025. Other receipts, 188,385. This was due to the interest received from CDF revolving fund account. Action taken, management wishes to report that the 188,384.99 from CDF revolving fund account had been given to loan beneficiaries. Local Government Equalization Fund, 856,906, cause of query. This was attributed to the overfunding of Local Government Equalization Fund. Action taken, management wishes to report that budgeting depended on the 2023 budget guidelines circular at the time. Other grants, 705,789, cause of query. These funds came from Latawama, which was 466, Action Aid, 72,000, UNICEF, 81,840, Ministry of Water and Sanitation, 45,966, and the Ministry of Finance, 39,349. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it had included the budget line for other grants in the 2024 budget. The next item is failure to spend. Management response. Cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that management had unspent funds amounting to 323,523 at the time of audit due to the delay by Minister of Finance to release the funds. Action taken. Management wishes to state that the funds have since been spent on the rehabilitation of Mbinta Guest House. Remedial measure. The local authority will continue to review revenue enhancement strategies to ensure the attainment of the set targets and using an updated database and trend analysis. Management will also endeavor to spend all the funds received within the financial year. The next is annual performance of the council, which is adverse performance on local revenue. We'll go to management response. Yes. Management wishes to acknowledge the audited observation and wishes to state that, one, on local taxes, the negative 37%, the cause of query, this was attributed.
This was the same thing that you read in the first place. So yes. You skip that one. Let's go to table 3, status of 2023 implemented activities.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Then I will go to management response. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So management response, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and wishes to state that Constituency Development Fund, there was 74%. The cause of query, the council received the funds for community projects late. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities. Then on local governance, which is 81%, cause of query, the council failed to hold meetings. This was due to financial challenges. The action taken, the council is regretting that it failed to hold meetings due to financial constraints and will never to hold meetings as scheduled. Integrated development plan, 73%. The council regrets the omission of not achieving the activities during the year. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities. Economic and business development, 54%. Cause of query, the council regrets the omission for not achieving the activities during the year. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities. Public health and environmental protection, 70%. Cause of query, this was due to financial constraints. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities except killing of unvaccinated dogs. 6, housing and community amenities, 19%. Cause of query, this was due to financial constraints during the year. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities. Recreation, culture and religion, 18%. Cause of query, this was due to financial constraints during the year. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities except the procurement of books for the library. 8, education and skills development, 50%. Cause of query, this was due to schools closing down. The council action taken, the council has since achieved the activities. Social protection, 38%. This was due to financial constraints, and we did not have clients seeking for assistance. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities. Public order and safety, 28%. Because of query, this was due to financial constraints, and action taken, the council has since achieved the activities except installation of fire hydrants and training of council police. Management and support services, 67%. Because of query, this was due to financial constraints, and action taken, the council has since achieved the activities except sponsoring of staff for higher education. Resource mobilization and management, 91%. Because of query, this was due to depletion of fish and business houses closing up. Action taken, the council has since achieved the activities. The remedial measure for this, Mr. Chairperson, is the council will continue to review revenue enhancement strategies to ensure the attainment of the set targets. And the details are on Appendix 2, Mr. Chairperson. The next is the conversion of land or failure to correct conversion fees. Management response or cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the uncollected amount was due to unwillingness of clients not to proceed with the process of conversion. Action taken. Management wishes to report that the council has been sensitizing the clients on the importance of paying conversion fee. The council has since received conversion fees from some clients amounting to 100,000. Remedial measure. Management will continue sensitizing the community on the importance of converting traditional to state land. On the management of local government equalization funds, 20% capital. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that the council had not implemented 6 projects due to funds being used to cushion salaries monthly deficit in 2023. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it had started reimbursing the funds. Remedial measure. Management to ensure that the borrowed funds are paid back. Then
you haven't finished there?
Yes.
On the remedial measures?
Yes.
You can read.
Yeah, on remedial measure, saying management to ensure that the borrowed funds are paid back.
Is it 31st December 2023?
This is an implemented project.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to go to management response.
I wanted you to read that. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go to an implemented
project.
Because why I wanted you to read, that was as at 31st December 2023, amounts totaling 1,004,705 spent. That money was spent on the implemented, isn't it? Yes, so let's go to an implemented project. Table 5.
Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that the council had not implemented 5 projects due to funds being used to cushion salaries monthly deficit in 2023. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it had started reimbursing the funds as guided by its payment plan and its implementing projects from the refunds. Remedial measure. Management to ensure that all the projects are implemented without fail. And some more, there are details on Appendix 4. Then audit opinion, management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the council had an unqualified audit opinion in the year 2023 due to improvements in the preparation of financial statements. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it had procured the financial management software to help improve the preparation of financial reports. Remedial measure. Management will continue ensuring that the reports are prepared on time and made available to auditors. And their details are on Appendix 5.
Yes, proceed.
Then budget, funding and expenditure. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that management had unspent funds amounting to 323,523 at the time of audit due to the delay by Minister of Finance to release the funds. Action taken. Management wishes to state that the funds have since been spent on the rehabilitation of Mbita Guest House. Remedial measure. Management to ensure that budgeted funds are utilized within the financial year on the intended projects. Then the details are on Appendix 6. Failure to maintain council properties. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that management failed to maintain council properties at the time of audit due to limited resource envelope. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has since fixed the electrical wires and other repairs. Remedial measure. Management will endeavor to continue rehabilitating its properties. Details on Appendix 7. Then poor management of waste. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that it has poor management of waste due to uncertainties as to when the permanent site for the dumping waste will be finalized after the environmental impact assessment is done to the acquired new land. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it will fence off and provide other activities which go with waste management to the new designated land. Remedial measure. Management shall endeavor to provide a decent waste management facility in line with rules and regulations outlined in the management of waste. So there's Appendix 8 there. Failure to settle statutory and other obligations. Management response. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that it has been failing to settle statutory obligation to the statutory bodies such as LATSIF, NAPSA, NIMA, Matson and Zulao due to inadequate funds from locally generated revenues. Action taken. Management wishes to report that payments are made towards statutory obligations when funds are available. Remedial measure. Management will endeavor to be remitting statutory obligation when funds are available. The details are on Appendix 9. Then Appendix 29, which is failure to settle staff obligations. Management response, cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the outstanding staff obligation amounting to 206,843, which was not paid to employees at the time of audit, was due to financial constraints. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it had since paid the stated amount of 206,843 meant for staff obligations. Remedial measure. Management will endeavor pay staff obligations to workers when funds are available. Details are on Appendix 10. Appendix 30, misapplication of funds. Management response and cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that the misapplied 405,814,000 meant for capital projects was due to shortfall on salaries. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has started reimbursing the misapplied funds and had since paid back 200,886.50. Remedial measure. Management will continue following the approved budget to avoid misapplication of funds. The details are on Appendix 11. Appendix 31, which management of local government equalization fund. Management response and cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that it had a total of 2,945,743 available at the time of audit due to unimplemented capital projects. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it had been utilizing the funds for the intended purpose. Remedial measure. Management shall ensure that funds are utilized within the financial year in which the funds were budgeted for. The details are on Appendix 12. Failure to transfer funds to capital account. Management response and cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the balance of 664,955,000, which was not transferred to capital account in order to implement capital projects, was due to cushioning the salary deficit. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has since transferred 286.50 to capital account, leaving a balance of 464,068.50. Remedial measure. Management shall continue transferring the funds to capital account for projects from the locally generated funds. The details are on Appendix 13. And failure to ensure fire officers. Management response or cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that the council had not ensured the 11 fire officers due to inadequate funds. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it had started engaging the Zambia State Insurance Company for insurance of the 11 fire officers. Remedial measure. Management shall continue engaging the insurance company for insurance of the 11 officers. The details are on Appendix 14. Appendix 15, which is lack of ambulances and marine rescue equipment. Management response and cause of query. Management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to state that it has no marine rescue equipment and ambulance to use on the waters of Lake Tanganyika in case of accidents due to inadequate resources. Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has started engaging the government through the Ministry of Transport and Logistics to procure a boat to be used on the lake. Remedial measure. Management shall continue lobbying government for the marine rescue equipment and the ambulance. The details are on Appendix 15. I submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Council Secretary. Honorable members, points of clarifications. Question is Honorable for Mangango, followed by Honorable for Mitete.
Thank you so much. Seriously, before you forget about what is on page 12, management of local government equalization fund.
Let's go to page 12. Members.
Page 12, yes. Management of local government equalization fund. CS, are you there? Yes. Sure. So, Chair, as you can see, Mpulungu was able to use about 2,497,846 of its equalization fund. That is the 20% of equalization fund meant for projects. They got this money and paid themselves, implying, Chair, that Mpulungu Town Council only has a heart for themselves and nothing for the community, because this money, even as it is disbursed, it's not disbursed for salaries and wages. No, it's disbursed for projects. They have only been able to pay 288,650. Chair, from the time that they used this money on themselves, my question is, where did you get the authority from to pay yourselves money that was not meant for your consumption? This money was meant for projects. Where did you get the authority from to consume this money in form of salaries for yourselves and not for anybody else? Secondly, when do you think you are going to finish off paying this money? Because, Chair, it has taken more than a year now from the time they consumed this money. We use the word consumption, Chair, because when they draw the salaries, they go and buy food and eat, and the projects are not moving. Mpulungu Town Council, when do you think you are going to finish paying off this money? That is my second question.
Thank you.
I submit in the meantime, Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Mutero, are you able to ask one 2 questions. Or you're not ready, then you can respond.
Chair, you would do so that, but the 288,650 if you go to page 18 on misapplication, where you are cited for 405, you've said you've paid 288,50. That's page 18. I hope, Chair, are you following Mpulungu? Even DF. Then page 20, you are cited for 664,955. Another payment is also 288,650. Is this the one off transfer, or it's by design that whenever there is money, then you say we've paid 288,650, or we have 2 of these or 3? You are seeing what I'm saying, eh? The 66, no, we've paid 200. 4, no, we've paid 200. This coinciding of this 200, where is it coming from? Why is it like that?
Okay. Thank you very much. Council Secretary, or through you, the DF, please clarify.
Yes, the DF.
Thank you, Chair. The 2 figures of 464 and the 664.
Yes.
Are relating to one thing, which is the local government equalization fund. So, in our submission that we have paid 200,000, we are actually paying towards the block figure of the 2.
Which one is which? The 400 or the 600? You are saying those 2 are one and the same.
Yes.
And you
Relatively.
paid, yes, you are, it's equalization fund, I hear you. 2 different equalization funds, or one?
One.
So which one?
So maybe what we are saying is the total was 600 plus, then you pay 200, and again you pay 200.
No, we only paid 200.
Yes, so from which? What is the right total, so that we will just have one block
figure?
Because the payment is coming from 400 and 600.
So
reconcile. All we are asking, calm down and reconcile. You may want to throw one and leave you one. But if they are all like that, yes, are you seeing what we are seeing? Eh?
Yes.
Okay. DF, you can clarify on that.
Thank you, Chair. As I mentioned earlier, the 2 mentioned figures are relating to the equalization fund.
Yes.
Yeah. And we had to make a payment of 200,000.
We agree.
Yes.
What?
Which figure?
What we are saying, can you clarify it nicely, DF? DF, we have 2 figures. The other one is 400 plus. Okay?
Yes.
The other figure is 600 plus.
Yes.
In payments, you paid the same figure, 288.50 ngwe.
Yes. Yes.
So you have done 2 payments, right?
No, we have done 1.
It's 1 payment.
1 payment.
From which vote? Is it the 400 plus or 600 plus?
DF, before you answer, the chairperson is tried to help, but I'm glad you do not want to mislead your committee. He has said, have you paid twice? Repeatedly you've said just one-off. So if it is one-off, from which one now?
From the total block figure.
Which one?
What is the total block figure?
The total block figure is the one we borrowed from the equalization.
No, we are saying what is that number?
Which is the 664.
664.
Yes.
So only paid once.
Once.
So where is the 4 now coming from? Because you also paid from 400.
If you look at the two statements, DF, on two
Chair.
pages, yes.
I think when you look at the way the apportionment has been done, there is one where we did not transfer. Okay.
Which one?
Which is the 664.
You never transferred from there.
From there, yes.
You transferred from 400.
Yes.
So why are you bringing the 66? And when he asked, the chairperson asked to help Mpulungu, you said no, the block figure is 6. Then now you are going into deeper waters. No, we never transferred from 6. We transferred from 4. To help, he said you got from 6 to 100. You remained with 4. Then you got from 4. Then you said, no, I'm being sincere. It was just one transfer.
It was just one transfer.
Okay,
I leave it to you.
Let's go step by step, DF. Let's go to page 18. Page 18, how much is there? Misapplied amount. How much is it?
It's 405.
405? 40 what?
405.
You finish, read the whole amount.
405,814.
Thank you very much. Then, action taken.
Action taken. Management wishes to report that it has started reimbursing the misapplied funds and has since paid back 200,886 kwacha 15 ngwe.
Thank you very much. Let's go to page 20. Page 20, cause of query, management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wish to state that the balance 664,955, which was not transferred to capital account in order to implement capital projects, was due to cushioning the salaries deficit. Action taken, management wishes to report that it has since transferred 200,886.50. Are you seeing those two figures?
Yes.
From page 20 and from page 18. You have seen those figures?
I've seen them, Chair.
From your submission, sir, you said you have only paid 200,886.50 ngwe.
Yes.
So the other one you didn't pay?
Chair.
Say?
We had mentioned this 200,000 because in our view,
yes,
this was relating to the same thing.
No, sir. What we want to raise this issue, which seemingly is very simple. These are two accounts. The other one is holding 600,000 plus. The other one is holding 400 plus. When it comes to payment, yes, we are embezzling the money. Okay? And you are submitting to us that you have paid 200,886.50 on each account, both from 600 and from 400. And you are saying, have you paid these two funds? You said, no, I've only paid once. Okay. So you are saying, is it the same figure? Are we supposed to add 600 to 400? We make it 1 million?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, Chair.
Then it means I've only paid one. But why did you separate them?
Chair, I think we were, on this one, we were just following the way the query came.
No, the narration then is misleading.
Yeah, it may sound like that, but we are relating it to one and the same thing.
Listen, DF, did you sit down with the auditors here? Did you sit down with them when they came to your institution?
We did.
You did? But why didn't you explain to them that this is one figure? So the query is supposed to be from 1 million we paid 200,000. and it ends there. Why should you have another query? Because here we have two queries. The other one is on page 20, the other one is on page 18. But talking about the same thing, it's all equalization fund. Okay. Oh, I see. Auditor General's office.
Thank you, Chair. I think the two questions or the two queries are arising from the fact that when they received the equalization fund, instead of transferring the entire amount, they left 600 and used it there. So the amount that they transferred to the capital account, which was about 1.3, they misapplied 400 from that 1.3. So in total, it's 400 plus the 600 which was misapplied, out of which they claim to have paid 200,000 kwacha. Thank you,
this
Chair.
amount, Auditor, this amount actually was misapplied at different intervals. And they paid 200,000. Is that the position, eh?
Agreed, Chair.
Pardon?
I'm saying agreed, Chair.
Thank you. Switch off your mic. Next question.
Thank you.
No, Mpulungu.
Page.
On the same.
There's an anomaly there. The narration is something else, the figures are something else.
The misapplied funds on page 12, where Honorable Mwene talked about the projects on page 12. Your narration is saying the council planned to implement 7 projects at an estimated cost of 2,497,846. When listing the projects in the table, where is project number 7? I can only see 6 projects.
You're saying? Yes.
Yes, Chair. On top of the, they haven't yet answered. Who authorized you to misappropriate these funds or to use the funds in a way that you just thought you can, even when you know the correct guidelines of the usage of these funds? Who authorized you? I submit, Chair.
Thank you. Council Secretary, you are given 100% equalization fund. And out of 100%, you are supposed to use 80%. But you went overboard and used even the money that we are not supposed to use. Do you have documented evidence of the authority from the higher authority?
Thank you, Chair. Maybe I'll refer that question to the Treasurer so that he can give us.
DF?
Thank you, Chair. No, we did not.
What's the standard? What is required of you as Director of Finance? Because you are the advisor to the Council Secretary. In that situation where you find salaries, the funds are not adequate to pay salaries, what are you supposed to do?
Thank you, Chair. I will advise as you have said.
You would advise, why didn't you advise the CS that we need an extra hand here? Because the Council, I mean the Ministry is able to say, okay, they will give you consent. When I'm returning this money, we'll return this money. But you didn't advise the Principal Officer.
The advice was given, Chair.
You are just...
Yes, I'm just...
Okay, go ahead.
The advice was given, Chair.
Yes.
Just that as a management decision and the pressure that was coming in from the employees.
No, remove pressure, sir, because you cannot use pressure to...
I withdraw the word.
Yes, you can't use pressure to do the wrong thing, no? You can't. You can't go and steal because you have no minimum, you have pressure at home, no? So you didn't seek the authority, I mean the consent of the ministry to do that. You should end there. And you know the way to use.
Yes.
What way are you going to use?
We regret.
Switch off the mic. Next. Yes, Honourable Mangangu.
Thank you so much. Now, look, Chair, it was so easy for the Council to use the money in the way they desired. And it is very difficult for them to pay back. If we can borrow his word, pressure from the employees to be paid. Now, you are failing also to adhere to the pressure of the Zambian constitution that states that you are supposed to pay back this money which you are not supposed to use. So to you, pressure from the employees is much more pressure than pressure of the law that you are supposed to follow. That's why you followed the employees' pressure. Is that what you are telling the committee?
He has regretted his action. We don't expect that when you appear for CDF. Honorable Mwanza.
Okay. We go to page 19.
Page 19. Yeah. All right, I'll come back to them. I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. Let's go to page 19, honorable members and witness. Page 19.
Page 19 is an expanded answer to local government equalization fund. So the action taken is that management wishes to report that it had been utilizing the funds for the intended projects. Now you're taking us to see Appendix 12. Can you show your committee the intended projects?
Let's go to Appendix 12.
Chair, on the same. The simple question amongst what Doc was saying is, what you have spent is not totaling to what you've said we have spent. When you go to Appendix 12, it will just add up to 600. But you have 29.
Okay. I want us to flow so that you are able to follow and the people out there are able to follow what. So the first thing is that you, in your statement, action taken report, said you have been using these monies for intended purposes. That is number one. Projects. So we'll go to Appendix 12 because you have told us to go to Appendix 12 to see the projects that you have been using the monies on. Let's go to Appendix 12. Appendix 12. What do we have there? We have the payment vouchers. We only have payment vouchers here. Dr. Mwanza?
Yes, so as we have gone to Appendix 12, based on your guidance, Appendix 12 only has payment vouchers. These payment vouchers are leading to rehabilitation of Umbita Rest House. And they're basically just a purchase of materials. Chair, the questions are, when I've added the total for all these vouchers is coming to 428.
428?
048. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll come to that one. And so how does the total cost of these payment vouchers reconcile with the 299? Then these payment vouchers, Chair, they are not acquitted, all of them, except for the 16,000 kwacha and the 9,000 is acquitted, and these are just purchase of materials. They are not also accompanied with the goods delivered not, or even goods received not. The payment voucher is very clear where it says that pay. It's actually handwritten to say payment towards blah, 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 and then as attached document, because they are supposed to itemize what this payment was for, because it just says purchase of building materials for Umbita Rest House, so on. So, yeah.
Okay, so we need a clarification, like my colleagues are saying. You have led us to appendix number 12, where we are supposed to have the bank transfers of these monies, the payments that we are making for these materials, the ledgers that will show us what you have done according to the budget, according to the table that you have given us, and is it page 19 or according to that. So any clarification as to why we don't have additional information on the same, because you alluded to the fact that you have been using the monies for the intended purposes. Council Secretary?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you. We regret for the omission of not putting maybe even the bank transfers and the bank statements.
Did you go through this report before coming here?
Yes, yes.
You did?
Yes.
As management?
Yes.
DF, you couldn't see anything wrong with that? And the acquittals, let's have a look at the same payment vouchers. They are not received. I think it's 3 also. They are not received. Because when we are dealing with construction, there are we need certain documentary evidence that is going to show us that this is what you have done, this is the stage where you are. Do you have director engineering here? Director engineering?
Yes, Chair.
You are supposed to give us the status of these projects, documentary evidence that this is where we are. Those that are completed, we needed a completion certificate from your office. So can you show us the status of these projects?
Okay, thank you, Chair. Okay, maybe starting with the Mbita Rest House, the rehabilitation, we are at 60%.
Do we have the pictorial evidence?
Yeah, it is there.
Have you submitted it here? It's on appendix what? Appendix 20. That is the first one. Are you the one who is sharing the name with the Honorable Mtelo? Are you the one? Aye?
It's almost the same, yes.
Almost the same? Because I'm hearing Honorable Mtelo. Yes, they have. When did you go to Mpulungu? All right, let's have a look at that. We have one that is at 60%. Go ahead, Director Engineering.
Thank you, Chair. So the scope of works were the removal of the old roofing sheets, block work, concrete works, then roofing works, electricals, plumbing, ironmongery, finishings, and the external works. So at the present, or the status at which it is, we have executed block work, concrete works, including the roofing works. So what we are just remaining with for Mbita Rest House are just electricals, plumbing, finishes, and external works.
Have you been issuing IPCs on that project?
Yes, Chair.
You have them there?
No, they are not in the document. It was a labor-based contract.
It was a labor-based one?
Yes.
All right, switch off your mic. Honorable Monza.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. The engineer, in fact, I wanted to ask about the mode of execution for this particular project.
Yes.
Now he has highlighted to say it is a labor-based because I've seen that the council is procuring materials. Is procuring materials, electrical materials, and so on and so forth. And now, this is where we wonder that why have they hidden a lot of information concerning this procurement? Because like a payment voucher of 258,889, the only description is payment towards the purchase of building materials for rehabilitation of Mbita Rest House as per attached document. There is no attachment to list those materials, the quantities and their unit prices, but it's just a block figure of 258,000. Just like that, just like many other. Even the first voucher, the first payment voucher at the back, which is, it is 218,344. There's a comment saying it is cancelled because it was paid but it was reversed.
Council Secretary, are you seeing what we are seeing?
The first voucher on Appendix 4. So when you flip it,
are you seeing that?
At the back,
218,344.
Yes, Chair.
You have seen it.
Yes, Chair.
What can you read the comment behind there?
Thank you, Chair. The comment is saying cancelled. It was paid, but it was reversed.
DF, what's that? What's that, DF? What is the DF is still studying that? Engineer, when you say as per attached documents, what do you mean? When you say payments towards materials as per attached documents, what's that? To us as laymen, it means we are still reading as to documents that are going to amplify the information on what you have given us. Isn't it?
Yes, yes, Chair. Thank you. I think we needed to have attached the BOQs. We regret not having attached them.
I don't know how big that amount will be of regrets today. DF, I'm asking a question. If somebody prepares a payment voucher, then he cancels it behind, we want to know if that money is in the contractor's pocket or that money is still with the local authority. What happened there? Who wrote there anyway? Who wrote there? Who made that comment?
Sorry, Chair, it was the cashier. So
it was the cashier and you saw it yourself. What was your comment? Or what explanation did you get from the cashier?
Chair, this one was a situation where this payment was made and cancelled. And later on,
so did you get an explanation from the cashier? That's our question. Did you get an explanation yourself?
No.
You said it's the cashier who wrote there.
Yes.
Are you seeing it for the first time? Definitely, if the cashier briefed you about the cancellation, you are supposed to put a comment there against that cancellation. SDF is the owner of the monies.
Unfortunately, Chair, I did not put my comment. I think
so now, you didn't put the comment. Explain to us what happened and where the money is.
Chair, the money is with the contractor.
It's with the contractor.
Yes, with the contractor.
That is this one is labor based. It's you are the contractor.
Sorry, the supplier. Sorry.
It's with the supplier.
It's with the supplier, yes.
You paid, but he said it's cancelled and reversed. You see, this is the reason as to why DF and the Council Secretary, we ask for backing documents. If you had the transfer, bank transfers, it was going to show us where this money is, whether it's still sitting in the council account or is sitting in the supplier's account. In the absence of that, we don't know. It could be between the supplier and the council, in between somewhere there, seated in someone's pocket. We speculate. because we do not have the truth. The DF, he doesn't understand clearly what happened, because somebody cancelled, paid and reversed. So we'll come back to that. Another question, Honorable Member for Michete.
Chair,
yes, please.
CS, it is stated on 19 that the funds totaling to 2,000,009.
Which page is that?
19, the same.
Page 19. Let's go to page 19. Witness
Utilized.
Honorable Members.
Management wished to report that it had been utilizing the funds for the intended project. But we've gone to the project. There's only one project. Due to the reversal, it's only 400 plus utilized out of the 2 million plus. So which are these other projects, intended projects? Where is the 2,500,000 as per today?
Council Secretary, you explained on page 12 and you took us to Appendix 12. Appendix 12, we found only one project, and that project is not a full contract project. It's a labor-based project and you are doing it yourself. Within that, there are payments amounting to 400 plus. The other amount you have cancelled and you have reversed. Now there is another 2.5 that we are looking for, because these monies have been used for intended projects. Do you have a ledger to show us the list of projects that you have done under the other amount that we are not seeing here? DF, is this money in your account? The balance?
Chair, this money is not in our account.
It's not in your account?
No.
Where is it?
First and foremost, it was utilized on the projects that have been mentioned. And when you look at the heading there, which is local government equalization fund, of course that tells us that there were borrowings that were done from there.
Sir, we are just following your submission, sir. We want us to move. Let's come down and relax. Relax. This is 2.945 available funds. According to your chart on Appendix 31, Management of Local Government Equalization Fund, unspent fund or available funds, there is 2.945 743. According to your submission, you said this money is here. Then you went on the cause of query. You said this money actually is being used for the projects. We said, where is the project? You took us to Appendix 12. Are you following? You took us to Appendix 12. On Appendix 12, we found one project, the rehabilitation, that is being done by the council. So he said, when we add these monies on the payment vouchers on Appendix 12, it will only give you 400 plus thousand out of 2.9. Where is the 2.5? I asked you, is it in your account as a council, as the custodian of the money, DF, is it in your account? You said it's not there. So we are saying, where is it? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Chair, thank you very much. As I've explained, this money relates to the local government equalization fund, where we borrowed some monies to pay salaries. And we spent part of it on the projects that we were running.
Sir, can I read for you?
Yes, Chair. I know you are relating to the statement in our submission.
Switch off. We are here, sir, because you failed to resolve that issue with the with the external auditors that came to your institution. At the end of the day, you and the auditors have brought the matter here. The matter that is before us here, it's different from what you are now telling us as a committee. Now you are telling us, no, we use this money to salaries, stuff like that. But here you said this money has been used for intended projects. That's what we are reading. That's all from you. So do you want to make a fresh submission, and withdraw this submission? Honorable members, honorable ones.
Yeah, I think, Chair, well, the statement is very clear. The DF understands. So in his argument, he's trying to say that the action taken where we're talking about projects also include what they borrowed some money from the local government equalization fund and paid salaries and so on. So those are also projects. But it is not like that, because when you look at the statement from the cause of query, it says that management acknowledges the author's observation, auditor's observations, and wishes to state that it had a total of 2.9 million available at a time of audit due to unimplemented capital projects. Due to unimplemented capital projects. Then, what is the action? The action is that we are utilizing these funds on intended projects. You read us Appendix 12. At least show us a list of all capital projects that you intended to spend this 2.2. Whether that money is there or not, I mean, you've started already rebasing. Somehow you rebased 200. But rebasing towards which capital project do you want to implement if you never planned for any capital project as per your submission here? At least the basic fundamental information would have been a list of projects that you intend to fund.
Thank you, Honorable Mwanza.
It's just a comment.
Yes, Honorable.
To come in, page 12 is the capital projects on page 12, the same project we are struggling with. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Because I'm seeing Mbita there, which is you have started, and then we have even seen those. And then the other projects you've said not done, not done. Are they the same projects or not?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. These are the same projects which we are supposed to spend money on. That's why on the table we are saying this were not done, according to the audit. Now, those are the ones we have implemented on MB.
Thank you very much, Council Secretary. On the table you have indicated not done, not done, not done. Meaning the money is still stuck in your account, isn't it?
Yes.
Then you go and use part of it on rehabilitation, Mbita Lodge, whatever you are doing.
Yes.
Then we are asking, not done, not done, where is this money? Because the money, in the first place, you said this money was available when the auditors came. So we are asking, where is that money? DF, is it your position that you do not know where this money is?
Chair, not that I do not know where the money is.
Okay.
Yeah. The answer is just that the money is not there.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, switch off your mic, DF. Yes, Honorable Mwen.
Chair, Mpulungu, since the money is not there, where is it?
All right.
And I wanted to ask,
yes,
Chair, what is your revenue base? Look at, go to page 3. Local taxes, 1,100,000, not collected. Fees and charges, 3 million, not collected. levies 734 not collected, permits 466 not collected, everything, nothing. So,
thank you very much.
What is your revenue base, Chair?
Revenue base, yes. Director Finance.
And apart from collecting levies from fishermen, which they are saying because of depletion of fish, what is it that you have thought outside the fishermen, dealing with the fishermen? Are you doing some cultivation? Are you also involved in fishing as a council?
Okay.
Instead of you just waiting for levies and local taxes, any other revenue or business that you as a council is involved in to help the council from this sinking boat? Because according to me, Chair, this council is sunk in debt.
Okay, thank you very much. CS?
Submit.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We are trying to think outside the box, and so far what we have done is within this year we want to open up a track bay. There's an ablution block already in place, so we want to open up a track bay so that at least it improves our revenue base.
Thank you very much. I want to go back to the issues, and we want to ask the Office of the Auditor General to go back and look at that issue. Please go and find where the 2.5 million is. We need that one. We need that report. Mpulungu Town Council, you are appearing before us under CDF. We expect a better report. Director Finance, we expect you to come and give us the report on the projects that you have done and all the figures. Director Engineering, we expect you to come with the pictorial evidence of what you have done. We will not take percentages here. That you are on 60%, you are on 80%, we want to see. Local authorities, you are the drivers of development. This is the reason as to why the President and his cabinet, government moved the money from Lusaka and took it to the local authorities in order for the money to be easily accessed by our people. And our people are supposed to enjoy the national cake through you, local authorities. But if you are going to concentrate on doing things within the CBD and leaving out people out there that are suffering, then that's not the intention of government. Government's intention is to make sure that whatever is happening, when there is economical turnaround, it should affect everybody, the ordinary people out there. We are not happy the uncoordinated way of submitting of your submissions here. You are supposed to sit, like I've indicated, when you are given a notice that you are supposed to come here, you are given maybe a month before or 2 weeks before. You are supposed to sit down as management. You, principal officer, all the heads of department, they sit and they give you report. Each department should present a report and you go page by page, and should be able to interrogate. What is the internal auditor here? Internal auditor. You have seen these figures. You are the one that is in charge of checking the monies, the funds, how they are used. Are you aware of the issue of, they were talking about the equalization fund? Are you aware of that issue?
I'm aware, but I don't have the capital project.
I mean is you are everything, isn't it? You are working with the Department of Finance. Every payment, you periodically, and you go through this. We have failed here, in your hearing, we have failed to where after submitting that it was used on the project, the projects are not there. And the money is not in the account. So you, what comments? Because you, after checking, you're supposed to be making comments to when you are coming for CD internal any payment for the supply of air or any we want the local authorities to help us, you know, make sure that we run these things. If you do the right thing, you will not be cited in the Auditor General's report, and we will not see you here. The fact that you appear here, it means it is not correct. So we wish you well, but we want you to employ the factors. You revenue streams from all angles. You should not depend on the reason to follow the money that even count. Again, the law is adequately covered when it comes to financial regulations. Regulations 2020, you know, the Public Finance Management Act, everything is well elaborated. And what we are doing, we look to the other side instead of what you are supposed to do. My colleague is the auditors will be able to give us the information on the local government equalization fund, because so we don't know what happened. Maybe it was a reverse on. I need that information first. Otherwise, Mpulungu Council for making it to this committee, making appearance to this committee. We want you to work. You and us, we should work as a unity. There is only one thing that we are looking for, is service delivery, of which we are created as local authorities. We want to wish you well as you travel back. We will see you soon, possibly in April, when you come for CDF projects, because by the end of March we will start looking at CDF projects. And that is where we had another council that also got the money, because CDF money is, you know, within reach, so everybody is able to access it. But let's try to make sure that the regulations are at the heart of our expenditures. Whatever we are doing, let's make sure that we marry our actions with the laid down regulations. With that said, I want now to withdraw the immunity that was conferred on you at the beginning of our interaction, and wish you a safe passage back to Mpulungu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You are free to leave.
The Council Secretary for Mpulungu and the team have made on the General on the audit of the accounts of local authorities 31st 2023, and this committee has today received submissions from 4 councils. The first one that made their submissions, council, we had Mungwi Town Council also making their submission. The third one that appeared before this was Mbala Municipal Council, and the last one was Mpulungu Town Council. And so the committee will continue receiving submissions, different witnesses tomorrow at about 9:30 hours, and that's all that we had for you. My name is Matimba Mkua. On behalf of the entire production crew, keep watching Parliament Television and have a blessed evening.